Hey, Youna, this is Sean. Just looking at your animation.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
Okay, so
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
where'd it go?
That expires in 1 week.
For the assignment, I
That
really
expires
just
in
need
1
like
week.
one quick
That expires in 1
phrasing.
week.
So we
That
could
expires in
focus
1
on
week.
just this
That expires in
section
1
if
week.
we wanted to.
You're not real FBI.
But 100 frames isn't too bad. We could figure that out.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI.
So I'll start by going, if you look at your reference.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
So the character's just sort of starting looking down.
That expires in 1 week.
Slowly looks up.
You're not real FBI,
Does
are
a
you?
wink, and it's all super close up. And then what's happening here, you have to look up,
in 1 week.
head tilt,
You're not real FBI.
nod, no. Is that happening here?
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
Oh, that's
I'm
just
still in training
doing
at the
wink.
academy.
I get it.
Expires in 1 week.
Profit Center training.
Expires in 1 week.
Yes, a student.
Oh, you're
I'm here to learn from you.
I get it. I think your blink's
Maybe you
supposed
can
to be
decide for
over
yourself
here.
whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
Did it right here.
That is rather slippery of you, Agent Starling.
Uh-oh, baby screaming. Sorry, got distracted. So if I was working on this, probably the first thing I'd do is put a camera in the scene. There's a page on the class about how to create cameras, but you know, it's fairly simple. You just go create camera, and then you position it. You can name it whatever you want. And you can go panels, camera 1, and that just keeps the perspective consistent, because we sort of want to mimic what's in your reference as much as possible.
Not real FBI.
That way you can understand, because he looks like he's looking pretty much right at camera. Yeah, he's just dead down the lens. So in order to kind of mimic that, you want to position the camera in a place where he's looking dead down the lens, and then lock it in place. So I have the camera selected, so I'm going to lock that guy. Now I can go perspective over here. I might go split to, and then do panels, camera, perspective, and then so usually right now I bet you, okay, I'll tell the eyes to follow lid shape, eye bulge, pupil, aim. I'm going to turn on aim on the eyes. And then it probably will show there it is. Now, okay, now the eyes will lock on the camera. And it's probably keyed. Yeah. So now the aim is on the whole time, but now I can just animate the target on the eyes, which makes it a lot easier to get him to look at the camera. And then you can just get rid of What's going on? Why isn't he looking at the camera there? Is it because this is not close enough? Maybe. That's interesting. I don't know. Something's making him... That's 0. Oh. Is that keyed? Yeah, that looks more like what I expected. Yeah, so now he should be always looking wherever you place this thing. So then you can just key. Depending on the scene, sometimes I'll key it this way, sometimes I won't. This seems like a scene where that would be the best bet. Although now this guy is super cross-eyed. I wonder what's up with that. That's not really what I expected. Yeah, he's not looking at the target. So there's something else funny going on with this setup. No. 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 I might give up and start over. Which one? This one's the camera. No, this one's the camera. That's locked. Good.
That expires in 1 week. That expires in 1 week. And not real FBI.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why it was like slowly wandering.
Expires in 1 week. And not real FBI. 1 week.
Cool. Okay. What else?
Expires in 1 week. And not real FBI.
So from there, then I figure out
And not real FBI.
the other stuff that's going on.
That expires in 1 week.
There we go.
That expires in 1 week. And
It looks like the blink's probably in the wrong spot.
expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
So I'm kind of gonna go I think your is where the blink is.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI.
So yeah, the blink is pretty close. Maybe your head gesture back to center is in the wrong spot.
Are you?
I'm still in training at the academy.
You're not real FBI, are you?
I'm still in...
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
Yes, the head doesn't really come back afterwards. It kind of stays over there. And then it's way less extreme. So we could go here. maybe more like this.
Just 1 week. And not
And then he doesn't really untilt his head. But he never tilts his head quite that far. And then the blink is happening pretty slow. Let's see how many frames the blink is.
I'm still in training.
that expires in 1 week. And not
Okay. So using the brackets key in YouTube, you can kind of go through the animation and figure out how long each thing is. So I'm going to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 16 frames total through the whole thing. And it's worth pointing out that the other eye moves too. It squishes during the same period of time and unsquishes. And then your is about where the blink is. So you can take your eye positions, find that blink. It looks like you're not keying all your position, your rig things. I'm gonna take this. Oh yeah, it's just 1 frame. Maybe you're just like in the process of working on it or whatever. So it looks like 7 and 7, so I'll go back 7 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Key, 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 bam, delete, bam, delete, bam. So blinks, you want to move the lower lid usually a little bit. Usually it pulls in towards the nose because of the muscle in your eye. Sometimes I'll like to move this too. The outside of the eye moves a bunch on blinks, and then it looks like the other eye moves a little too.
As in 1 week. And not real.
I think I might. Looks like this, just so we can keep looking.
And not real FBI. That expires in 1 week. And not real FBI. That expires in 1 week. And not real FBI. That expires in 1 week.
So does his head ever tilt like that? Let's see.
Oh, sir. That expires in 1 week. And not real FBI, are you?
I'm still in training at the
doesn't
academy.
look like it ever even tilts at all.
Jack Crawford sent a trainee to me.
Was it this
I'm a
curve?
student.
Which one was that?
I'm here to learn from
This
you.
guy.
Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
That expires in 1 week.
So
That
I'm
is
just
rather
gonna-
slippery of you, Agents Darling.
I'll really kind of leave
Sit,
that
please.
curve alone for the most part.
Now then, tell
And
me,
not real FBI.
what did Miggs say
That
to you?
expires in 1 week.
Multiple Miggs in the
And not real
next cell.
FBI.
He hissed at
And
you.
there's some other words
What did he
that I'm
say?
getting in there.
He said,
What that is.
I can smell your cunt.
And not real FBI. That expires in
I
1 week.
myself cannot.
And not real FBI. That expires in 1 week. And not real FBI. That expires in 1
Oh, the head stopped moving.
You use Evian skin cream,
This one.
and sometimes you wear lead at home,
not real FBI.
but not today.
So what is this head doing?
That expires in 1 week. And not real FBI, are you?
Just wanted to keep it moving a little to
That
help
expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI. That expires in...
It's getting there.
I'm still in trouble.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI. That expires in 1 week. That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI. That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI.
Yeah, and then it's
That
just a matter of
expires in
just
1 week.
looking at your animation,
You're not
and
real
evaluating like
FBI.
what's different from my animation that I want to like
That
match
expires
what
in
do I
1
like
week.
that's happening here.
That expires in 1 week.
It looks like the
You're not
head
real.
angle is turning up.
That expires in 1 week.
Too. It takes a while to settle and then overshoots and goes back down.
That expires in 1 week.
That expires as the head moving up.
That expires.
So the head actually does it takes a little while to get up, and then it eases out. There,
That expires.
oh, this guy probably is rotating too. Just gonna get rid of that one.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI.
And it did look like he
In
overshoots.
1 week. That expires in 1 week.
Oh no, you got that going on already. Cool.
That expires in 1 week.
Yeah, and then you just kind of keep playing with it. And I know I messed up the eyes, so when I did the new target on the eyes, but then you just make sure you you don't really want to cut off the pupils on most of your poses. You want to just, it's bothersome to most viewers.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI.
So that's I think that's some stuff to help get you going. If you want to keep working on this and you make some progress, you want to send
That
it back
expires
over.
in
I'll
1
look
week.
at it again.
You're not real FBI.
You know, I would keep working on it. I keep working on the blink. I keep working on the lips, but mostly I think it's in his eyes, and just looking at the scene and going like, what's in this reference that's not in my
That
animation
expires
yet?
in 1 week.
Like
That
little
expires in
twitches,
1
you
week.
can see there's like an extra little
That
twitch
expires in 1 week.
on his eyes.
That expires
in
in 1 week.
Getting that stuff in your animation starts to make them feel alive. So anyway, send this back over if you make some progress on it. Want some more feedback. Okay, see you later.